I'll give the Wachowskis this. They certainly have a working imagination. Jupiter Ascending is the latest sci-fi epic brought to us by the Wachowskis, this time about an Earth girl who doesn't quite realize the key she holds in an expansive, violent, intergalactic battle for wealth and power. Mila Kunis plays the girl, and Channing Tatum skates in to play Kane, the rugged and principled hybrid creature that becomes her defender and closest ally. Now, if that all sounds a little bit strange to you, well, hang on, because they're just getting started. By the time you make it to the end, you'll have met all kinds of creatures, gadgets, and interstellar goings-on in this complex and intricately designed universe. And let's go ahead and place that in the positive tally for this flick, because unfortunately, there really isn't much else to put there. But I respect a movie that is willing to really draw out such a vast and well thought out ecosystem. Now, I know a lot of it will seem silly and nonsensical to most, and we'll chat about that here in a bit, but I still think the best sci-fi comes from taking a concept and really thinking it through to all the nooks and crannies, and I think they do a good job of that here. I also think that the Wachowskis haven't lost their eye for the visual, with some moments providing that gorgeous action ballet they've come to be known for. But even pretty pictures in a well-thought-out universe can't ultimately save you when everything else is falling apart at the seams. And I mean everything. Let's start with the acting. Now, I have nothing against Kunis and Tatum. In fact, I can be a bit of a Channing apologist at times, but they are both well below mediocre here. Now, I'm not sure if it's a character choice or a purposefully dry reading, but Tatum seems to deliver each line with all the juiciness of a week-old piece of rye bread. And Kunis's character seems to want to be some sort of half-leading lady and half-comic relief that not only doesn't work, but undermines the credibility of the entire film as a whole. But it's not just her struggling with that. The whole movie feels like some sort of part Blade Runner, part Hitchhiker's Guide hybrid that never seems to work. That schizophrenic tone short-circuits any chance the humor has to work or any kind of love story has to work, because we can never quite decide if this world is supposed to be silly or serious. When Eddie Redmayne, whose over-the-top performance may be the worst of the bunch, by the way, is asthmatically breathing out his lines punctuated by bursts of scream rage, is it supposed to be scary, or am I supposed to be laughing? I just wasn't sure, so I just sat there wondering what in the world was going on and trying to ignore the often obvious computer-generated shenanigans going on in the world around him. Overall, Jupiter Ascending is a complex and at times beautiful sci-fi world that is too broad and unfocused to make much of an impact. From the performances to the humor, the lack of consistent tone makes the whole thing seem both pretentious and silly at the same time, giving it little to no chance of ascending past a D+. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. Stay tuned for this review's best ever challenge here in a bit. First, I want to throw some stuff up over here that you can click on. If you'd like to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking the big gray subscribe button. If you want to see more, well, the SpongeBob movie is also out this week, so you can check that out. And I should also have a review of Seventh Son up at yourmoviefriend.com, which, by the way, you can go to by clicking the logo right up here. That's also where you'll find a searchable database of reviews as well as the written text of these videos. And finally, this review's best ever challenge, where you name the best ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. What is the best Mila Kunis movie ever? Mine is the one where she works alongside a man in sunglasses trying to protect a seemingly valuable book. Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments, and the first person to guess mine does get that point. Thanks, and here's 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe.